Welcome back, my dear students. So now in this video, we're going to be working up with the product slider or carousel that you can show on your homepage. So as you can see that on our homepage, we added the featured products and we added the best-selling mobiles right here. Now let's suppose that we want to show them in a slider so that instead of the 5 products, we can show more of that and then they can just slide through that automatically. So how can you go ahead and how can you do that? Let's just go ahead and let's work in this particular lecture. First of all, what you need to do is to go into the dashboard and then you need to install a plugin for WooCommerce product slider. Let's just go to the plugins and let's just hit add new and let's search for product slider. Once you search for product slider, you can see that we have got so many product slider here. Now take a look at only those particular products that offers WooCommerce product slider. So we've got this that has got 10,000 active installations, and we have also got this, the Pick Plugins product slider for WooCommerce that has got 20,000 plus active installations by the time I'm recording this video, and it has got 78 reviews, which is more than that. So we're going to be going up with this particular plugin and we're going to be installing this. Now if you want to go ahead and if you do not see this, then make sure to just come up here and also add Pick Plugins so that you can see this particular plugin right out there. And right here you can see that we have got this Pick Plugins product slider for WooCommerce. What you can do is that you can click install now and this plugin is going to be installed on your website. Once you hit activate, the plugin is going to be activated and you should see an option right here. And right now you can see that we have got this WCPS. Now if you will click on it, you will actually be taken to all WCPS and now you can start creating your product slider. The WCPS stands for WooCommerce product slider. What you need to do is to click on add new and you will be taken here. Now it says slider for products, orders, or categories. We're looking to create a slider for products and that is going to feature all the featured products that our website contains. Now once you are in here, now what we need to do is to create a layout. And here it says if you want to import layout, you can also import the layouts as well. But we're going to be creating the layout. What you need to do is to click on create layout and it's going to redirect you to add WCPS layout right here on the all WCPS page. And here we're going to be naming this layout to be layout 1. Now once you have added that, now what you need to do is to start adding the stuff you want to add. So first of all, we will be adding the wrapper start that is going to contain the element. Then we will be adding the image of the element as we have shown over here. Then we will be showing the category of the element that is going to be the product category. And then we will be showing the title, the rating, and the price. We will be showing the title, and then we will be showing the rating, and then we will be showing the price. That's it. And then what we're going to do is that we're going to hit wrapper end. That's all you need to do. And now once you are done with that, now what you need to do is to just hit publish. And once you have published this right here, now what you need to do is to just go ahead and close this tab. And now what you need to do is to just come up here and refresh this add new window. And you should see this layout 1 right here. Now what we will be doing is that we will be naming this to be our featured products. Now once you have named this, now what you need to do is to go into the query product. Because here we will be selecting like what are the products we want to show because we want to query it. And right here you can see that it says maximum number of products, like how much is the maximum number of products you want to show. So let's suppose that we want to show a maximum number of 10 products to be fetched from the database and then they will be shown here in a slider. Then once you are done with that, now what you need to do is to go down and right here you can see that we have got this query only. What you can do is that you can select it to be featured and now you can see that only featured products will be shown here. One more thing that you need to do is to just go into the product categories in the product taxonomy and terms and select all the categories by just selecting only one single category and then just pressing Control or Command A to select all the category. If the categories are not selected at once, then just hold Command or Control and then just select each of the category like that. Once you have selected the category, then what you need to do is to set this to OR. That means that if a product is in this particular category, or if a product in these particular tags will be shown here. So what I would suggest is to make sure that you select all the categories and you are good to go. Now once you are done with that, now what you need to do is to just hit publish. And now we will go to the shortcode right here and we will copy this particular shortcode. Once you have copied this shortcode, now what you need to do is to start adding it in here. So we will go to the edit field element to our page. Now once this page is loaded, now we will come up here and we will add this over here in the desktop version. And instead of this shortcode, we will be adding this, and now we will be hitting apply, and now we will go ahead and we will hit update. That's it. Now once you are done with that, now what you need to do is to just go back to the normal page and go to the home page of your website and see the changes. Right here, you can see that this is how it's looking. We've got this, we've got these, and this is how it's basically looking, and this is how this is working. Now what we need to do is to design it accordingly as it is shown here. So what we will do is that we will go into the slider options and we will say that on the desktop we want to show 5 products. So we will select it to be 5. In the tablet we want to show 4 products, and on the mobile we want to show 2 products. Then what we need to do is to go down, and here it says the slider navigation. So you can go ahead and you can set this to false, and now if you go ahead and you hit update, and now if you come up here and you refresh this, you will see that the look would be much changed, and you can see that the slider navigation is gone. Now what you can do is that you can go down, and here it says slider dots. You can just come up here and you can set this to false so that we can also get rid of the dots that's been coming here. And you can set the slider navigation to be true so that we can just actually see them. Now if you come up here and you refresh this page, you will see that this is how it's looking, and we've got this right here. Now what we need to do is to start designing this. So similarly, there is one more thing that you can do, is that this is the slider navigation style. You can even set this to semi-round, or you can just play with these right here, and you can see that how it's gonna work. So if I just go ahead and I just hit update, and now I just come up here and I refresh this, you will see that the style of this is going to be changed. And you can see this is how it's looking. Now let's go ahead and style our particular slider. So what you need to do for that is to go into the layouts, and then you have to click on edit over here and go to the new tab right here. And now we're going to be working up with the styling for this particular slider. Now one of the bad thing is that you cannot actually see what you are doing right away. And what you need to do is to just hit update and then see it right here. This is the bad thing. So let's just go ahead and let's style our thumbnail. Now our thumbnail size is actually set to large. You can set this to WooCommerce thumbnail, and now you can hit update. And now if you just come up here and you refresh this, you can see that this is how it's looking, and now it's pretty much designed this way as it should be. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to design it accordingly as they're coming here. So what we will do is that we will go into the product category over here and we will change its styling. So we will go ahead and we will change the link color to be a grayish color because this is kind of a bit gray. So we will come up here and we will choose it to be gray. And we will set the font size, which is set to 16 pixel, and we will make it to be really much smaller. So we will use it to be 12 pixels, and that's it. Now we will go ahead and we will click on our post title, and it will be just like bigger, and we will just uncheck our category. Now we will go ahead and we will change the title of this. So we will just change this to be black right here. And the font size is actually set to 14 pixels. So we can even set this to be like 16 pixels because we want our post title to be much bigger. The font family is Open Sans by the default. And we have got the margin and everything, and you can leave these as it is. Then we have got the rating. So the ratings that we have here is set to blue. And this is also set to blue, so you can leave that as it is. And the pricing is actually like that. So we're going to be going ahead and we're going to be working up with the pricing. So we're going to click on product price. And now you've got this product price format, so you can just add the full format, or if you want to add the regular price only, you can add that. I would recommend you to set this to full format. And now we have got this text color. So we're going to be selecting the text color to be this, and the font size. You can even set this to be like much bigger, but we're going to be using it to be 14 pixels only. Now once you are done with that, now let's go ahead and let's hit update. And let's just go ahead and let's go to our website and let's see the changes. So right here you can see that the changes are here, and now this is working pretty much okay. But there are a few things that we need to do. Like the categories that we have chosen right here is like very much gray. So we're going to change that. We're going to click on the category right here, and we're going to use a darker version of gray. And now we will go ahead and we will hit update. Now once you will come up here and you will refresh this, you can see that now the categories and everything are working perfectly okay, and this is how it's looking. But let's suppose that we want to give some spacing out here, then how you can do that? For that, what you need to do is to go into your WCPS featured products, not in the layout, and then you need to go into the style. And now if you go down, we have got the item style, and here it says the item custom margin. So you can set this to be like 10 pixels, and then you can go ahead and you can hit update. And now if you come up here and you refresh this, you will see that there will be some margins between the items, just like that. And now it is exactly matching, and this slider is fully working. Similarly, now what you can do is that you can also create a slider for our mobiles right here, and you can create that too. Let me show you how you can go ahead and how you can create it. Since we have chosen our layout, and this will be our default layout for the whole of the website, we can now go ahead and we can now close this right here. And now we can add a different WCPS. So what we will do is that we will click on add new over here. And for this one, we're going to be using the mobiles one. Now what we will do is that we will go ahead and we will go into the query, so we can just select like what are the things we want to show. Now in here, we will choose our product category, and we will only choose our mobile because we are only looking to display the mobile devices. So we're going to select mobile, and we're also going to select all the subcategories that it contains. Now once you are done with that, now what you need to do is to go down, and here it says the order by. So how you want to order them by. Now you can bring this random to be at the top here just by bringing it here. And now these are going to be ordered by the random right here because we ordered these by the random right here. So now once you are done with that, now what you need to do is to go into the style and do the exact same change that we did. We will be adding 10 pixels margin, and we will be going up into the slider options, and now we will set 5 products to be displayed in desktop, 4 products to be displayed on small devices and a tablet, and 2 products to be displayed on a mobile device. Now once we are done with that, now what we need to do is to go down, and here just change this to semi flat to semi-round, and then just get rid of the slider dots, and that's it. These are the only things you need to do. And now you can go ahead and you can click on publish, and this is going to be published. Now once you have published this, now what you can do is that you can go to the shortcode, and you can copy the shortcode, and you can paste it here in the edit with Elementor. So let's just go ahead and let's quickly do that. We're going to go into the shortcode, and now we're going to copy the shortcode, and now we're going to go into the Elementor page builder. So once you are in the Elementor page builder, now what we need to do is to work up with this. we will go ahead and we will click on edit shortcode. And now we will go ahead and we will paste this shortcode. And now we will hit apply. Now remember one thing, that since we have also done the mobile optimization over here, like we have chosen like how much we want to show, then that means that you do not need to worry about this, and you can go ahead and you can delete this. So instead of deleting this, what I will do is that I will hide this on every page. I will just select this, I will go to the responsive, and I will hide this on mobile as well. I will select this, I will go into the advanced, and I will show it on mobile. So I will just uncheck to be hidden on mobile device so that it will also be shown on mobile device. Similarly, I will hide this one on every single device. I will go into the responsive and I will hide this on mobile. And I will hide this, I will actually show this on mobile device so that it is actually shown on every single device. Now what you can do is that you can go ahead and you can hit update. And now you can go to your website and you can just see that how it's looking. You can see that this is how it's looking. And this is how the products are working, and you can take a look at any of the product and you can purchase it directly. But do you notice one thing? How fast is this going? Like flash. So what we need to do is to change its speed. You can go to the slider options and you can change its autoplay speed from 1500 milliseconds. That is going to be like maybe like 1.5 second. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to change this to like 5000 milliseconds. Now, once you are done with that, now you can go ahead and you can hit update. And now, if you go ahead and you take a look at your website, and now when you will view this website, you will see that your website will be much better. And now, this will be actually for 5 seconds, and then it will move. So you can see how is it actually moving. Similarly, right here you can see that the autoplay speed is actually set to 5000. So what we are going to do is that we're going to keep it to be 1500, and we're going to change this to actually 3500 so that this should be, the timeout should be in a 3500 milliseconds. Now, if you just come up here and you refresh this, you can see that now it is waiting for 3.5 seconds and then it starts to moving, and then it starts to moving after 3.5 seconds. So you can see that how this is moving, but this is actually going really very fast. So you can go ahead and you can control that. Now what I will be doing is that I will be switching this to 5000 so that it just works in a much better way. Like the person can actually see the product when it is actually moving. So you can see that it is waiting for 5 seconds, then it moves. Now it's wait for 5 seconds, and then it's actually moved. So you can see how is it working. Now you can decrease the moving time speed to actually like 1000 milliseconds, and then you can go ahead and you can hit update. And now if you just come up here and you refresh this, do not take a look at this, take a look at this best-selling mobiles only. You can see that how is it moving. It's waiting for 5 seconds, and then the transition is actually in a 1 millisecond, and then it's wait for 4 seconds. The transition is actually in a 1 millisecond. So this is the settings that you can do to your featured products as well. You can open up that, and then you can go into the featured products, and then you can click on edit, and you can do the exact same settings we did over there. You can go to the slider options, and you can set this to be like 1000 milliseconds, and you can set this to 5000 milliseconds. That's it, and now you can go ahead and you can hit update. Now let's go ahead and let's view this particular website on a mobile device, and let's see how is it working on a mobile device. So what we will do is that we will click on inspect over here, and now we will click on the mobile device, and we will see how it looks on a mobile device. And it looks kind of bit amazing, like a slider. And you can see how the slider is moving. The person can move it using this, and then he can take a look at any of the product. He can click on it, and then he can view that product. So this is working on a mobile device as well. And let's go ahead and let's switch to the iPad, and let's see how is it working on an iPad. And you can see this is how it's working on an iPad device. So that's all for right now. Now we are fully done with the slider as well. Remember one thing is that you can go ahead and you can go into the layouts right here and you can import some of the layouts by just clicking here. But I would actually recommend you to create your own layout. Now, imported layouts contains different types of layout functionalities, so you can go ahead and you can click on the imported layouts and you can import some of the layouts, and then you can see different types of layouts you want to use, and you can just like dive deeper into this particular plugin. That was all for right now. Now we are fully done with our product slider as well. Stay tuned and bye-bye.